Hey guys, Griffin here, and today we're going to be talking about how to do the Sons of Hodir rep. But before we get started, please take the time to like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Also, I stream over on twitch.tv/Griftinish. I actually already did the how to unlock Sons of Hodir on a stream, so it's a really good reason to be watching the stream, just in case you missed cool stuff like that. However, I will be linking the how-to in the video that I use so you can quickly follow the steps. It starts in A3 called Quest, They Came for Our Men, I think, or They Took Our Men, something like that. But you'll definitely want to do that. This video is actually going to be talking about how to do the dailies. There are 6 of them. You have to unlock them. I'm going to go through how to do the 6, just in case you've never done them before and you're confused by how they work. This should clear everything up. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'll be doing today. Now I don't have fast forward. I apologize. I'll be doing commentary through this whole thing. The video takes about 15 to 20 minutes. I apologize in advance if this is boring. I'm just going to get it started now so that we can get through this as quickly as possible. So if you don't have all 6 unlocked, you will need to do some quests in this area that will unlock more of them. It'll also require certain rep in order to unlock them. Like I said, there's a total of 6. The spear probably won't be there when you start. The helm won't be there. Even this anvil, I don't think it's there when you start, though it is the first one you get. And then there's the horn. All these kind of appear as you unlock the quests. So if you have any quests that take place in Dun Mifflin or related to the storyline for the unlock, you'll definitely want to do it, as it is what gives you more quests to do for the dailies to earn your rep. Now, once you unlock it, you can just buy all Relics of Alduar to just max it out. And that is an expensive choice. If you have the gold, go ahead and do it. But personally, it only took me 2 or 3 days. I think actually maybe 4 days to unlock Exalted with Sons of Hodir. So really not a big deal. Yep, I'm grabbing some Arctic ice or whatever it's called. But yeah, you definitely want to do that. However, I do want to point out, once you unlock it, all the shoulder enchants, which is the whole point of Sons of Hodir, will become bind on account, which means you can start sending them to your alts instead of having to have your alts do this farm as well. And then you can just start selling your Relics of Alduar on the auction house and make some extra gold. Okay, so the first quest I'm doing is, it's like a 2-part quest. You have to pick up 6 essences of ice. You're usually going to be competing with a bunch of people for these. You can try to do this on an off hour to try to mitigate the amount of people you're dealing with, but honestly, I've done this 3 different times and there's always at least one person there. But essentially you need to kill 6 of these dudes to pick up 6 essences. I'm gonna just let it play. I do want to point out that the second part, you're gonna have to use the essences of ice. So anytime I have it on use, I try to put it in my my keybind or my tilde so that I can quickly use it. It's just something I do. It's not more of like a tip. You don't have to do it, but it's hard sometimes, like looking through your bag. If you're using one of the cool bag add-ons that sorts them, maybe it's not as bad, but for me, anytime I'm looking for something, I can never find it. So instead, when I do find it, I move it to my tilde so I don't have to look for it. So here I am doing it right here. I have the essences, I drop it in my tilde spot, bam, good to go. Looking back, I don't know why I didn't go bear here. I should have just cleaved these, or sorry, why I didn't go cat, I went bear instead. I should have just cleaved these guys down. They don't do a lot of damage. They're not elite. Oh, sorry. But you need 6 essences. This is 3 more. This will give me my 6 essences right here. 1, 2, 3. And now you're gonna fly to the second part and just kind of use them. Now these essences are used on these little things on the ground. You can't target. You just have to be near and then use the essence. It will go to them. This does mean that even if you're standing right next to one, it might, through some sort of weird algorithm, go to the one behind you, and just be prepared for that, having to run over to a place that you didn't expect to do it. Luckily, I didn't have that problem. I got pretty lucky. These do have a cooldown, so you have to wait a little bit to use them. But as you can see, I got really lucky. There's literally like a string of them. I'm just knocking them out. Normally, there's mobs that you have to kill to get to these, but I try to avoid killing any mobs. Not because I'm a pacifist, but because it takes time to kill them, and I'd rather just hurry up and get this done. Like that one, that mob was coming, I didn't feel like dealing with him, so I just mounted up, did a different one. And there you go. Now, I'm a big fan of not having to do with anything, so you're going to see me actually look for ones where I can avoid pulling. And I don't think I pull any mobs in this whole thing. Yep, this is my last one right here. Ooh. Okay, so now that one is completely done. We did both parts of it. We're gonna head to do the what I call the horn quests. I do not know the names of these quests by heart. I just call it the horn quest because you have to use the horn to do it. You're gonna kill 5 giants and 5 little guys, and then blow the horn. You're gonna see me just completely fail at this quest. I don't know. I watched this video. I was watching TV while I did this video. Like I just recorded myself doing it. First of all, always go for giants. The little guys will come along. Don't worry. Giants are rarer in this zone, so you want to hurry up and get as many as you can. Just kill them and then blow the horn. Do not forget to blow the horn. In this video, I did it to both a little guy and a giant because I'm a clown and don't know what I'm doing. Like right here, there's a giant on the right, but instead of going for that, I go for this little guy. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, didn't see the giant when I came around here. But yeah, I always go for the giants. The reason is because they're harder to get. There's only a couple of them. Okay, so this one is the one where I fail at blowing the horn. I think I didn't select it or something. Yeah, I didn't have it selected when I clicked it, and then I didn't do it. I didn't blow the horn there, and I do it again later. Notice I pulled it out from underneath the giant. It makes it a little bit easier for me to target the like the mobs to click them. The giants do disappear when you use the horn. However, if for whatever reason you want to make sure to get it, it's easier. Okay, so here's where I finally start learning how to pull. Apparently, until this moment, I was not fully paying attention because this is how you should pull this. Grab as many of the little guys as you can. Just swipe them down. I don't know how I got so lucky on procs, but yeah. And then you're just going to... The giant spawned on top of it. And this is where I failed, because I see that giant lay on the ground. I'm not going to remember to blow the horn on him. I don't know how I missed it. I literally worked around him. But yeah, select them, blow the horn. Went for the little guys. Giant is laying right there. Look, I just selected the giant. And I didn't blow the horn. Look, right there. Blow the horn. Nope, don't do it. I'm a clown. But yeah, giants. As you can see, I think I've already finished the little dudes. I think I may need one more, but like the giants, I still have to chase them down because they're few and far between. I'm getting repetitive at this point, but I want to just drill into your head. Giants. Notice as I do this, I'm getting a lot of relics of Alduar. You can farm them. There's actually some pretty good farms you can do, but anything in Storm Peaks you kill has a pretty high chance of dropping them. There's like a spot I farm, I might make a video on, that does relics. It does a lot of crystallized, I think it's air, and then also has engineering stuff. So it's just like a little bit of everything. So no matter what the market's doing, I can probably make some decent gold. Okay, so here's the second section. So that was like the first section with those two over there on that side. Now over here, you've got to do 4 quests. There is oil. There are the worms you have to essentially turn into ghosts and then feed to like a giant. There is the wolf one, and there's the harpoon one. Now the wolf one is the most annoying, so you want to get that started right away. But the worm one's pretty easy, and it's just gonna pretty much click on it looks like a snowball in your inventory. I don't have it bound, so I have to like look for it, and it's going to turn it into like a ghost so that this armor grims can eat it. You can do that while doing the wolf one. Get the wolf one started as fast as possible because it is absolutely annoying. You have to follow this wolf around for a while, and essentially he's going to look for I don't know, like a spy or something. I don't know. But he takes forever to do it, and you have to do it 3 times. So get it started, and then while you're doing it, you can kill the worms. Any worm that pulls, I just go ahead and just kill, and then feed it to Armorgrim or whatever that guy's name is. Look, see how it turns into a ghost, and then bam, you're done. Super easy to do. It does have a cooldown. Don't accidentally kill it. I've done it before. But again, Wolf Quest is the worst quest. Maybe it's called an Infiltrator? I don't know, we'll see in a sec. Yeah, Infiltrator. So you have to do that 3 times. As you can see, it's not fun. I'm just gonna knock out those quests right here. Also, if you have already finished the feeding Armagrim, it doesn't hurt to keep killing these worms. They do give you worm meat, which can be used for a lot of cooking stuff. I assume people do the cooking stuff, it is worthwhile to do it. So yeah, I farm the worm meat when I'm doing the oil one too. So here we go, round 2. Okay, oh my god. And we finished it. 3 of 3, good job. Okay, all we have left now is the Viscous Oil and the Harpoon. So we're gonna run in here and just kill these Viscous Oil dudes. I always go right, I just have better luck with them, but it doesn't really matter, it's a circle, do whatever you want. But yeah, you kill 5 of them. Yeah, look at that, 2 right in the first 10 seconds. There is one guy I do want to point out, and I assume it's like this on every server, but there is a bug. You'll see me look for it because it's actually, there's usually a guy right on that ledge right there, and he can't move. So if you're gonna kill it, you need to go up on the ledge and fight it. It's kind of like a reset spot that they put a Viscous Oil on. Kind of dumb, but really handy if you're like, let's say, see there's 2 now. There's one on the ledge and there's one way over there. I think I'd pull the other one too, and it can't actually get up on that ledge. So I have to hurry up and kill this one, so that I don't reset that one. There you go. But yeah, like, I don't know why they put it, but it's really handy because it's always right there. Like right there. Okay, so that was it. That one's one of the quickest ones, and then all I do is run out, and that's it. I'm done. I think I killed 2 of these guys on the way out for the worm food. Yeah, I got one. Okay, so all I have left is how to slay your dragon. Oh, was that movie out at the same time? Whatever. I don't want to think about it. Okay, so the Slay Your Dragon one is the one people actually hate or don't understand, and so they hate it. Honestly, I think I missed the turn. Yeah, I did, because I was paying attention to the Harpoon. I forgot to exit, and I realized that when I'm like, what am I doing here? Okay, so the Harpoon one is tricky, and I'm going to pause it to explain the buttons so that you understand what's going on, because that is the hardest part, trying to read the buttons. There's no like prompt to do it, you just like hurry up and do it. So when we start this, I will pause it and explain the button 1 through 4. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so I used the Harpoon on him, and now he's pulled me up. Okay, so let's pause right here. See right there. Okay, so button 1 is to increase your grip. Your grip starts at 50, and I try to increase it as fast as I can to 90 or 100. If your grip starts to slip, you'll fall off. That's pretty much the main thing. He also can do damage to you, and number 2 is to dodge the damage. However, yeah, so dodge the damage. Number 3 is your basic damage, so that's one you'll just be using all the time. So when you're not gripping, you're using 3, so 3 and 1 are kind of together, and then 2 and 4 have a relationship. 4 is bigger damage, but it forces the cooldown on your 2. So what I always do is I'll just do 1 for grip, and 3 when I'm not gripping, and then when it says he's doing something, I can't remember what it says. Let's just play it, and he'll say it. Like attack you with its claws or something like that. Swipes at you with his claws. So that's when you press the 2 button, and it'll allow you to dodge it. Now, as soon as you press the 2 button, you'll want to press the 4 button, because that way you bury the cooldown behind it. So it's essentially 1 and 4 whenever, and then when he says the claws, press 2, and then if 4 is on cooldown when you do that, you press 4. That's literally the whole fight. It's more confusing than you'd think if you don't know. If you just force into this and you're like, what's happening? What's happening? That's what you do. So 1 is to hold grip, 3 is to do damage, 2 is to dodge, and 4 is to use after dodge for extra damage. Once you get him low enough health, you're going to do a secondary thing. We're just going to wait for it. It doesn't take very long, especially if you're hitting him pretty quick. I should harpoon more. There we go. But yeah, so once you get him to a low health, it's gonna switch to only having button 1 and button 3. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna press 1 is gonna like open his jaw, and 3 is gonna try to like do the finishing move. However, sometimes it won't work, so you have to do it again. If you try to do it too early, you might end up dying, because you can see you're taking damage here. So what I try to do is get to 5 and then do it, and usually it works. If not, I go to 10 and do it. But just don't do it too early, or you'll end up dying just from, you know, taking too much damage and taking too long to do the jaw thing. Honestly, that's the only part of that quest, or only thing about that, this whole thing that I think is actually really confusing. But maybe you didn't know where the quest is, because Questy's been really buggy lately and not telling us where to go. But yeah, hopefully that cleared all that up. But that's it. You just did all 6 quests in about 15 to 20 minutes. You turn them in, you get your, I don't know what it is, probably 6 times 350 is my guess. So maybe 2,000 reputation plus any relics you got. I only got like 7 relics though, so not amazing. I usually get at least 10. I just had some bad luck. But that's it, guys. I hope that cleared it up. I hope if you had any questions, at least I've cleared them all up for you. Again, in order to do these, you have to unlock them. There are a ton of quests you have to do. I will link it in the description so you can follow along that way. I can't go back and redo it on my main. I did it on the stream. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, take care.